All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 53 of AEW All Elite again, the TEW 9 series. I'm Hijo Amigo. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to the series. We are 23 days out from AEW Revolution, so a little over 3 weeks. We're hitting the home stretch, so to speak. So yeah, with that being said, we're gonna be, well, of course, we're gonna be continuing the All Elite Tag League today. That's still going on. It's gonna be going on all the way up to the pay-per-view. And we've got some big matches coming up. If we look at the notes here, you see Hannah Kimura versus Awesome Kong is happening. That's their third match. I don't have it written down here, but we kind of announced that we're gonna be doing Bryan Danielson versus Kenny Omega. And we left it open, like we didn't set a specific date. But yeah, I'm thinking we're just gonna do it on this first collision, and then we'll have 2 full weeks to build to their respective pay-per-view matches. So yeah, let's just go ahead and write that in, actually, because that is going to be our main event. Okay. All right, yeah, so we've got that coming up. Another match I want to do. I don't think I'm giving anything away here. I feel like I've been kind of blatantly teasing this, but yeah, we're gonna do Mox versus Penta. So I'm not entirely sure if we're just gonna save that for right like the week before the pay-per-view, or if we'll get to it on this stream. But yeah, it's another big match coming up. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So that's what's coming up. I also saw in the notes there. Yeah. We are going to set Bianca Belair to turn heel again. Because now that I think this is only men. Yeah. Okay, yeah, now that Trish Stratus is here, the story we're kind of telling is that Trish has gotten in Bianca Belair's ear. So Bianca Belair, she started off as a heel, turned babyface, and we're gonna make her heel again. Her last turn was recent, and so a change would definitely be affected negatively. Well, that sucks, but we're just gonna do it anyways. All right. Also, I don't think anybody cares about this. But this up here is straight up wrong. I checked to see if these guys were back on my roster, and they're actually gonna be in All Japan until like the end of the month, I believe. So yeah, so everybody ignore these notes up here. These are just wrong. All right, let's start advancing and get to the shows. Hope everybody's doing well today. This is a Sunday stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, AEW Redemption is going to be tonight. Looking forward to it. I'm starting my stream a little bit earlier than I normally do because the pay-per-view is starting a little earlier. I'm actually really happy about that. I'm not a fan of the pay-per-views on Sundays ending at like 12:30 a.m. Yeah, definitely not a fan of that. So I'm happy it's starting an hour earlier. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that 6-man ladder match, man. They're doing like, it's like Mike Bailey, Nick Wayne, Jack Perry, Black Taurus, El Clone. And I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, but yeah, that match seems like it's gonna be insane. Oh, Queen Aminata, getting a shout out here in the headlines. I think she's injured, but yeah, good for her. Hannah Kimura fully fit. Oh, okay, right, yeah. So when we left off last time, we were trying to sign Xavier Woods, so WWE doesn't get him. So I guess, yeah, let's keep doing that. Also, I was thinking, I think WWE is trying to sign one of the Rascals. I forget which one. And I kind of didn't want to sign them. But somebody in the comments was saying that I could sign the Rascals if I'm going to do a Trios division. And I kind of do want to eventually have Trios titles. Partly not I don't even think we have like a lot of set trios, but we just have such a huge roster and like 5 championships. So it wouldn't hurt us to just start adding more. They upped their offer to 37,310. That's such a specific amount. Let me see. They're giving him a 20. We're already doing a higher bonus. All right, we're gonna up this to like. We're gonna up it to 50%. 50%. Xavier Woods. We're showing him big respect. I'm coming in today in a good mood, and we're gonna up this to 44, 5, 10. We're gonna do it like WWE. One of two. What? What? Oh my god, that's insane. We're giving you 50% merch, my guy. All right, how about 47? One of two. How over are you, Xavier Woods? I mean, he's pretty over. Let's just go up to 48. Let's just go 1,000 at a time. Oh, whoops, my bad. My bad, bro. One of two. This guy. Who do you think you are? Kofi Kingston? Like, who do you think you are? I don't know. We make like millions of dollars per show. I think it's fine if we pay him a bunch of money. All right, man. I'm getting tired of this. 56. All right. There you go. All right. 50% merch. 56,000. Easy. Easy peasy. Do we want the Rascals? Let's take a look at our shortlist real quick. Assuming that they haven't already locked that one down. So it's Zachary Wentz. Are you being negotiated with? No? Okay. Trey Miguel. I don't think this is the one, but I'll check anyways. No. All right, so it's got to be. I can never remember all three of their names. Oh, Desmond Xavier. Okay. Right. WWE wants him because he's the CZW heavyweight champion. And they were like, oh, shit. He's the top draw in CZW. We need him. They're giving him a 4-year contract. That's kind of crazy. Although he's only 27. Not as over as Xavier Woods, but would definitely be like a top-ish or like upper mid-card guy in ROH. Yeah, let's just sign all of them and send them to ROH. Screw it. Just to spite WWE. Let's do like 19.5. Let's go take a look. Oh, they're giving him a 20% bonus. Man, they're killing me on these bonuses, man. We're giving a bonus to Desmond Xavier. God, this is where I expose that I'm not really that big of a Rascals fan. I don't have anything against them. I'm just not like a big fan. You know? All right, 22.5. One of two. All right, you rascal. How about 23? Let's go 27. All right. And WWE's not negotiating with the other two, so we're gonna we're gonna lowball them. We're gonna lowball them. What was Kimberly saying there? That was a lot of text. Good idea about hiring Zachary Wentz. He'll be a good addition to the company. Oh, they're dating or married or something? Oh, okay, cool. I like Kimberly, so yeah. Making Kimberly happy, I'm down with that. All right, we'll do 2 years per show. We're gonna do a $10,000 bonus. Okay. Hold on. Hear me out, friend. Hear me out, dude. What if we do like 1400 per show? All right. Lowballing him may have backfired. Back out. All right. Look. We'll do per month. And yeah, instead of 2 years, we'll do 3 years. Okay, there we go. All right, we tried to lowball him, but he wasn't having it. Can we lowball Trey Miguel? All right, no, we're not even gonna mess around. We're just gonna offer him the deal. Okay. All right, yeah, then we'll just ship him into ROH. All right, did we look at the yeah, there's nothing wrong. Oh wait, we had some ROH tapings. Wheeler Yuta in the main event. That's what I like to see. All right, Jamie Hayter and Zuxis, Koji Wamoto facing Colt Cabana. Kelly Klein still ROH Women's Champion. I don't know what they see in her. Damn, why am I taking shots at the Rascals and Kelly Klein today? I should settle down. Hey, it's 3 on the main card. All right. Once again, I forgot about Dark. Let's get down to it. Let's see. All right, aren't we just keeping Dark in like the southeast, kind of Florida-ish, right? We're gonna draw about 2,700. We can do Memphis, Tennessee, South Florida. All right, Tennessee. Got some training. More training. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, right. Didn't the last 2 Darks we booked the main events kind of bombed? Cause yeah, this looks like it would be a sick match. But yeah, got a 67. All right, I'm not really too worried about that though. One thing I do want to do, we're gonna give Joe Doring some wins on Dark. Don't know why. I just kind of thought that it would be cool. So I feel like every time we put him in a singles match, we have him lose. Let's see. Is there anybody recognizable he can beat? Probably not. He could be like Kenta or Chris Hero. Yeah, how about Joe Doring versus Chris Hero? 10 minutes. This is definitely a wild brawl, even though it's dark and it doesn't have to be. Joe Doring getting the win, open match. And we're going to do a tainted win. So let's do interference. Chris Hero, interference, Brian Cage. Also, let's put Kenta, Brian Cage, and Moose at ringside. All right, surely this match will get at least like a 65, maybe like a 67. All right, but yeah, we're giving Joe Doring a win. And maybe on the next arc we can do a tag match. Right. Let's see. Also, yeah, on one of these darks we did Will Ospreay versus Timothy Thatcher, and that bomb too. We need to have a good main event on dark for once. Let's see who. It's like we need somebody with something going on, but not too important. See, like AJ Styles would probably have a good match, but do I want him main eventing dark? Probably not. Oh, you know what? Ray Phoenix is someone we haven't booked in a minute. And we definitely want him to still be in the mix. So how about Ray Phoenix? Have we done Phoenix versus Psycho Clown? Not in a singles match. All right, well, here we go. All right, yeah, and I think we're going to tell them to steal the show. And we're going to give Phoenix the win. All right, yeah, and that'll be our main event. All right, now let's get a match for the ladies. Are there any ladies out there? Holds the crowd out to the crowd. There's no ladies. All right, anyways. I'm feeling silly today, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me. How about we do actually... You know, there's like nothing going on in the women's tag division. We need to fix that somehow. Oh, you know what? Don't we have Madison Rain here? Yeah, Madison Rain and Mercedes Martinez. Wasn't that supposed to be a thing? Oh, wait, no, it was Madison Rain and Mandy Leone. Right. All right, so they're gonna lose to, how about Mia Yim and Rina Yamashita? Give the win to, we'll give the win to Rina Yamashita. Why not? Mia Yim's already over. Here, we'll do Tainted Win. All right, well, first off, we're going to do Madison Rain. Oh, it was on it already. Madison Rain to lose. And where is... Oh, there we go. Distraction. Thank you. Madison Rain will be distracted by Hazuki. All right, there you go. So yeah, let's just throw down some promos, and this is looking like an episode of Dark. All right, Ray Phoenix is main eventing, so we'll just give him a solo promo. And actually, here, how about we make it an interview? Right? He can be talking about, it's been tough lately not having my brother around. I can't believe what Latin Mafia has done to him, what Andrade El Idolo has done to my brother. But I was raised to be a fighter, so I'm gonna keep on fighting and I'm gonna keep moving forward. And I know that someday I'll have my brother back. A very Hijo del Santo esque promo, based specifically on my save, my TEW save of CMLL. Shout out to that. Go watch it. All right, so it's Friday now, and this is going to Dark airs on Saturday. So this will air before Dynamite, and we've already announced Awesome Kong versus Hannah Kimura. So let's do a Stokely promo. Stokely, the king of AEW Dark. And the last promo we did with all these people did really good. So can we take a look at the world title scene? Oh, the world title scene is hot. Yeah, the last promo got an 83. Can we please keep that up, Stokely? Please. I'm begging you. All right, no, actually, we're going to call this foreshadowing. Because we're not teasing the match. We already know what's happening. All right, yeah, Kong is going to destroy you. Kong's the most dominant woman in the division, blah, 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 etc., etc. You guys know already. All right. Oh, you know what we can do on Dark? It's been a while since we've done this, and I don't know that it's going to go any better than it has in the past. Yeah, he's still unimportant. Jesus. Can we, give him some momentum? We have one likely to succeed. We're going for it. Hey, it was likely to succeed. Oh, very warm, damn. All right, well, yeah, we're going to do an Ultraman's Black promo. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Actually, we're going to call this outside broadcast. All right, hear me out, guys. I watched Mortal Kombat 2 yesterday. And first of all, that movie, I would definitely describe it as slop. But there's one scene where they're fighting, and it's the stage from the game Mortal Kombat 2 where they're they're kind of in a shrine, and there's a weird portal behind them. All right, so we're gonna say that's where Ultraman's Black is cutting this promo. Why? I don't know. All right, well, we're gonna do. All right, we've already used foreshadowing, so we're gonna say tease. All right, Ultraman's Black, and we're gonna do Adam Page off screen, Cody Rhodes off screen. I was gonna do Brody Lee off screen too, but I feel like Adam Page and Cody are both so over that they're gonna help the promo. If I add Brody Lee, it might bring it down a bit. So we're just gonna try it like this. Ultramantis Black is gonna say some vague and mysterious things that relate to Cody Rhodes and Adam Page. Prophesizes? Is that a word? Prophesizes? He prophesizes. That's definitely not how you spell prophesizes. Nobody make fun of me, all right? I swear I know how to read and write. I swear. All right, we need 7 more minutes. See, The issue is we can never do a fourth match because then that's too much wrestling percentage wise. So yeah, we're gonna have to do another promo. Actually, you know what? How about one of the teams in the tag league got a promo? Have we had Motor City Machine Gun cut a promo at all? I don't think. All right, the Briscoe brothers, FTR. Let's see. I don't know. We're gonna do a Motor City Machine Guns promo. I don't think we've ever done one. I'm going to presume that Alex Shelley has mic skills. Thank you. He does. Chris Sabin. All right, not as good. Makes sense. All right, Motor City Machine Guns. This is basically just a hype promo where they're talking about how, you know, we've been doing well so far in the tag league and we plan on winning the whole thing. We're gonna bring it on home to the Motor City. They point to their hands. Who else is in their block? The Briscoes and Latin Mafia. Okay. Yeah, we just want to have them mentioning those guys so it ties into the storyline. Four more minutes. All right. At this point, we're just gonna start doing this. Oh damn! All right. Never mind. Not this match. You two want to wrestle, or you four want to wrestle for 2 more minutes? Hey, we did it exactly 55 minutes. I don't know why I'm looking at this. Obviously, most of the roster is not booked. All right, this is our first start. Let's see what it does. I hope it does better than we've been doing recently. Yeah, the last taping we got a 62 and a 68. All right, so show me a 70, please, game. Oh, Joe Doring and Chris Hero didn't click. Get the fuck out of here. No. No. Dude, this is just unfair. This is unfair. What do you mean Joe Doring and Chris Hero don't click? They would have such a good match together. Please. They would just beat each other up like for real. All right, let's just move on. 54. All right, Motor City Machine Guns promo gets a 62. That's okay. That's decent. Kind of weird to have their first promo ever on the main roster be on Dark, but that's a, you know, it's a bonus for people that watch Dark. Oh my god, a 74 Stokely promo? Stokely Hathaway has finally like come around. He's finally pulled himself out of whatever funk he was in, and he's cutting real promos now. Thank you, Stokely. The storyline gained heat. Let's go. Let's go. Can we look at that actually? Because they're gonna be wrestling soon. 70, yes. All right, I'm excited. All right, Odeyo Tai, the team of Mia Yim and Rina Yamashita, get a win over Madison Rayne and Mandy Leon when Rina Yamashita pinned Madison Rayne with Splash Mountain after a distraction from Hazuki. Yeah, we should definitely. I feel like I say this about every single person on the women's roster, but it'd be nice if Rina Yamashita got over. She's really good. She's got really good stats. All right, 62. All right, Ultraman's Black promo gets a 61. Not as bad as it could have been. Not as bad as it could have been. Not as bad as he's done in the past. I'm feeling good about this actually. All right, thank you, Ultraman's Black. And all right, just before the main event, we got a Phoenix interview with Renee Paquette. Gets a 60. All right. You know what? This was more of a serious like sit down interview, so it's understandable. It getting a 60. I'm coping. Let's see what the match gets. 69. He beat him with submission and steal. Oh my god. What? Do I have to wrestle the matches myself? A 68. All right. Look, this is gonna be. We were just warming up. That was our first show we booked in the stream. This is gonna be the real shit. 68. Get the hell out of here. Okay. All right. Did Joe Doring gain? I mean, he's still unimportant, but he's up to 22 from 21. All right. Big. All right, we're gonna do Joe Doring and we're gonna do Joe Doring and Moose, which is a weird team. You know what? Nah, we're gonna do Joe Doring and Brian Cage versus Kenta and Chris Hero. All right. This is probably not going to be a wild brawl, so maybe we leave it at 12 minutes. And this time I want Joe Doring to beat Kenta. I've actually remembered why I wanted to give Joe Doring wins. Well, you know what? Here. I remembered why. We're going to be doing a pre-show international qualifier at the pay-per-view. This is kind of spoilers. Barbaro Cavernario and Volador Jr. are in it. Spoilers, they don't make it to the Tag League Finals. I'm sorry. We've got Colt Cabana, Ilya Dragunov, Chris Ridgway, Kip Sabian, Koji Iwamoto, and, of course, Joe Doring. So yeah, that's kind of why I decided Joe Doring should get some wins on Dark. Just kind of build him up a little. So it makes sense that he's even in this match, although this match is kind of random. But anyways, that's the reason. We've also got another pre-show tag here, like a 5-on-5. I'm thinking about doing Brody Lee versus MJF at the pay-per-view. I'm a little scared. I will admit it, because Brody Lee hasn't. We tried pushing him before and it didn't work out, but we're gonna give it another go. We're gonna try again. All right, yeah. We'll talk more about the pay-per-view later. Let's just continue this. Kenta is extremely unhappy. Okay. Tainted win. Let's do outside interference finish. Extremely unhappy. All right, whatever. All right, sorry, Chris Hero. I didn't mean to job you 2 weeks in a row, but thank you. All right, that probably won't be the main event. We'll see though. Yeah, I can't believe all my sick lucha matches keep bombing on Dark. I don't know what's going on. Here, I kind of want to do because also we haven't been building up Wagner Zaceto at all. So yeah, we're gonna give him a match on Dark, and we'll probably end up booking him on Dynamite or Collision. Let's see here. Who can he wrestle? Maybe he can wrestle. Who? I feel like I just saw some. Garza Jr. Although he's not really. I'm kind of getting away from him being involved in that feud, but I feel like they can just have a match. I feel like that's okay, right? That's allowed. All right, open match. We're gonna give the win to Garza, and we're gonna do here. We'll do botched interference. So Garza Jr. is accidentally going to be hit by his good friend Humberto Carrillo. Right, and now of course we need one more match, so it'll likely be a women's match. I know we're building up Bianca Belair, but probably just do that on Dark or not Dark, Dynamite or Collision. Let's see, is there any? Let's take a look at the women. We've got some people here that we just never book. Like, should we book B Priestley in a match? How about we do some non-title action? Trinity and Mickey James appearing on Dark. A rare appearance from the champions. Taking on Thunder Rosa and Holodeck for no reason. Alright, we'll do 14. And let's give the win to Trinity. No, this is non-title. This is a title eliminator. I know everybody loves title eliminators. All right, only 10 more minutes. All right, let's do some promos. Trinity and Mickey James are the women's tag teams, and they've been kind of doing nothing, so they can definitely cut a promo. When I thought about putting them together, I was like, maybe we could do a gimmick where they're like two Southern girls or something. They're both like from Texas or something. And then I looked it up, and neither of them are from Texas. I think Mickey James is like from like Virginia or something, or West Virginia. I'm probably completely wrong. But the point is, neither of them are from Texas. And I thought that was pretty funny that for some reason I thought they were. I just kind of made up in my head. They both got promo skills. All right, so we'll let both of them talk. All right, Trinity and Mickey James. They're not even really feuding with anyone. And the storyline is very cold. Damn. We might be better off just ending the storyline and starting a new one with whoever we decide is going to go after the tag titles. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And they can just cut a general promo, I guess. All right, two Texas guys, a rootin' tootin' Southern style promo. I've decided that's their gimmick. They're from Texas. Don't look into it. And let's have Renee be there. All right. I think Thunder Rosa is from Texas. I could be wrong. I'm not gonna look up any of this. I'm just saying things and hoping that I might accidentally be right about something. All right. Can Wagner put a promo? Probably not, right? I mean, he's got mic skills. He's pretty close to 70 popularity in some places. It's kind of surprising. And he speaks fluent English. All right, we'll give it a try. We probably have done this before. I don't remember. We'll give it a go. All right, Melissa Santos is backstage with Dr. Wagner Tressetto. All right, and we're planning on having him face Kento Miyahara at the pay-per-view. So how about this promo be about that, where he's like, Kento Miyahara, you're my good friend. When I first came here to AEW, we became friends and we started teaming up, and we were very successful. And now you are the AEW International Champion, and respectfully, I would like to ask you for a title shot. All right, respectful Wagner. All right. Actually, how about we do storyline development? All right, that'll be after the match. 4 more minutes. All right, how about we do a 4-minute Don Callis promo? And do Swerve Strickland in the background. CM Punk doesn't have to be there, but we'll do CM Punk off screen. Bryan Danielson off screen and Kenny Omega off screen. And they are speaking to Denise Salcedo. This is kind of spoilery. But yeah, I've already spoke about this, where I'm planning on doing Kenny Omega versus CM Punk 2 at the pay-per-view, and Swerve Strickland versus Bryan Danielson 2 at the pay-per-view, which is why they're facing each other on Collision. So this is going to air after that has already happened. So basically, this is going to be a promo where he's hyping up Swerve versus Bryan Danielson for Revolution. All right, I just want to clear that up. All right, here we go again. 55 minutes exactly. Yeah, I don't know what's been going on lately. We got a 68 dark. I would really like if we could do at least a 70. Please don't let me down, ladies. I believe in you. All right, let's go. All right, in a poor match, Joe Doring and Brian Cage defeated Kenta and Chris Hero. All right, it's got a 60. I don't remember what the last match got. This may be worse. I'm not sure. I don't remember. All right, we're just gonna move on. All right, Don Callis promo, basically hyping up Swerve versus Bryan Danielson and CM Punk versus Kenny Omega at the pay-per-view. Gets a 63. Not great actually. I should have had Swerve talk instead. All right, here we go. Here's something. Wagner Deseto versus Garza Jr. gets a 70. All right, now that's what I like to see. I don't know why he beat him by submission. I feel like there's a lot of people who don't have set finishers, and that's why it'll say beat them by submission. But I'm not gonna like look research everyone's finishers right now. All right, and the Wagner promo gets a 50. Eeh. All right, it's not great. Let's move on. All right, this is a little better. Mickie James and Trinity get a 70 promo. All right, let's see how good the match does. 67. Okay. Decent match. Hey, we got a 70. All right. Well, I did say I was hoping we got at least a 70, so mission accomplished. Way to go, team. We did it. All right, made 17,000. All right. So there was some dark for you. I'm never going to remember that it's coming up. It's always gonna catch me by surprise. All right. Let's see. Oh, who's teaming up in WWE? Buddy Murphy and Tyler Bates. All right. Whoa, Miguel Linares. Shout out to the CMLL save. Here's Miguel Linares. Yeah, that's about as good as he is in the 2004 mod too. There's a new champion in CMLL. Soberano Jr. won the Mexican National Welterweight Championship. Okay, good for him. Speaking of CMLL, I saw that the Leyenda de Plata, the first part of it happened recently, and Commander is one of the finalists. That's kind of insane, honestly, to think about. Although to be fair, I think he's facing not Grand Metalik, whatever his name is. All right, let me focus. All right, so impact offer not being considered. WWE offer being considered. Okay. Oh, he Commander's facing Mascara Dorada for the Leyenda de Plata. So yeah, I think this is gonna be a really sick match. Might have to might have to go on to Daily Motion after it happens and watch it. We're offering more money in the same amount of years and the same bonus. I don't know why he won't just accept our offer. We're gonna up this to 32, which feels like a lot for a guy that we're just gonna send to Dev. But whatever. There's no reason to be cheap. It would be one of the offers I'd seriously consider. All right, man. All right, 35. Okay, there we go. Oh wait, this is Xavier Woods. Okay. I was about to say WWE's trying to get the other two rascals now that they're going against me. How are they getting away with this? They're offering less money. All right, we're gonna do 4 years. Fuck it. All right, there we go. Oh, and Evolve trying to sign Zach Wentz to a exclusive written contract. All right, let's continue. All right, let's see. Oh, all these people were trying to sign Desmond Xavier. Jeez. Oh, is Desmond Xavier signing to WWE? Is that what's happening? Priscilla Kelly is pregnant. Do I have her like shortlisted or something? Oh, I do. Well, all right then. He really wants this WWE contract, huh? What about? Yeah, they're not covering travel either. I don't get it. All right, how about we do? I don't know. Do we just offer him more money? Whatever. 40. All right, thank you. All right, let's. Oh, new beginning in Sapporo. Will Austin. Dude, this is so funny that we in our storyline we kill off Will Ospreay. His neck's broken. We pile driven through a table. You know, he's out for good. And then in New Japan, here he is, fucking main event thing. This match got an 80, but neither of them did all that great. That's interesting. I'm actually kind of surprised. Taka Michinoku versus Kushida got an 89. Oh my god. All right. All right, let's just move on. Yeah, if you did an angle back in the days, like in the late 90s or even in like the early 2000s, you could believably write somebody off of some kind of severe injury and then they can go wrestle in like Japan or Mexico or something, and you know most people probably wouldn't know about it. But in 2021 people online would definitely be saying like they're telling us that Will Ospreay is oh, what's going on here? All right, that was weird. But yeah, people online would definitely be like, yeah, they're trying to tell us that Will Ospreay's neck's broken, but I saw him wrestle in New Japan the other night. It's such bullshit. Why won't they book him? Steve Cutler staying with WWE. I don't. Should I care about this guy? I don't know. Rick Cataldo and Penelope Ford have started dating. Who the fuck is this guy? Okay. All right. Well, thank you for the update. It's weird that it put them before Penelope, considering that Penelope's the one on my roster. But whatever. All right. Monday. It's about to be time to book Collision. So let's just get right to it. We don't need to borrow Will Ospreay anymore. He's dead. All right, Collision time. All right, we've got a huge main event tonight. It's going to be Bryan Danielson versus Kenny Omega. So let's see who gets this giant match. Do we just do like real life and go to New York? We'll draw the same amount in the Southwest and the Tri-State, but we've gone to the Tri-State a bit more recently, so maybe we stay in the Southwest. You know, a treat for the West Coast people. All right, how about we go? How about we go to Southern California, right in the PWG area, at the Poly Pavilion. All right, let's try to get some creative finishes. We've got the pay-per-view coming up. I know it's 3 weeks away. Near certainty for Cody. All right. Safe bet. Okay, and one more. A bit of a gamble for Kento Miyahara. No, thank you. All right, yeah, I definitely want to start stockpiling finishes for the pay-per-view. It'll be nice if before then we can get a bunch of near certainties. Mike Bennett came to us with a character idea. All right, and that's not much happening. All right, so last time on Collision, all right, we did Eddie Kingston versus John Moxley in a rematch, but then Latin Mafia ran in and attacked both of them. All right, yeah, and we did the Young Bucks versus Kingdom. It's a tournament match. MJF and Tom Lawler beat the Dark Order. Okay. All right, big main event. Bryan Danielson defending the AEW Prime Championship against Kenny Omega. I thought about this a lot, and I believe in real life they went to a time limit draw, if I'm not mistaken. I should remember this. I'm pretty sure they did. I thought about doing that, but I feel like I do a lot of non-finishes pretty often. Like I do a lot of DQ finishes or not countouts, but like time limit draw or double DQs. So because of that, I feel like I should just have the person I want to win. You know what I'm saying? So with that in mind, I think Bryan Danielson just needs to retain the title. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do 29 minutes, or actually no, we're gonna do 30 minutes. 30 minutes. So we're gonna say the match is a 30-minute time limit, and I'm gonna set it to 30 minutes and hope that the game does like 29 minutes and 47 seconds or something. You know what? No, we're not gonna hope that. We're just gonna do 29. We're not gonna leave us a chance. But yeah, so it's gonna be a long, epic match, and Bryan Danielson is going to win. You know, epic is actually a match type, and we never use it. Should we do it for this? Because I feel like Kenny Omega, yeah, he's got big match specialists. Does Bryan Danielson? No, he does not. But I mean, he's fucking Bryan Danielson. He's Bryan Danielson. We're doing it. I cannot tell you if there ever was a time that I actually used this option, but we're going to try it out. Bryan Danielson to be the victor. Open match. Tainted win. No, we're not going to do tainted. I think we're going to do flash pinfall. Maybe like after a long, crazy closing stretch where they're both like countering each other's moves, Bryan Danielson goes for the cattle mutilation. Kenny Omega rolls out of it. He goes for Croyt's Raft. Bryan Danielson, he flips, he lands on his feet. He goes for a rolling elbow, etc. Yeah, Kenny Omega can pick up Bryan Danielson and look for the one-winged angel, and Bryan Danielson simply rolls him up into a pin. No big finish. No, he doesn't need to drop him on his head with fucking Kawada driver. He doesn't need to submit it. No, he just catches him. He just, honest to God, catches him in a pin. And should we use a creative finish for this actually? Let's see. We got a safe bet, a near certainty. I think I would prefer to save the near certainty for the pay-per-view, so we're gonna go with a safe bet because this is a big match in its own right. And one thing I also want to do is we're gonna have CM Punk come out and do color commentary. All right, so yeah, we're looking for this match to go really well. I hope it does. All right, now let's book an angle for earlier in the show. All right, so we've got Maria Kanellis and Tony Khan and Renee Paquette. All right, so this is going to be a promo where we're going to have Maria, on behalf of Tony Khan, announce that because Bryan Danielson versus Kenny Omega is such a highly anticipated matchup and for such high stakes, they decided to make the decision that all interference, anyone who would dare interfere, is banned, and anyone who violates this rule will face serious penalties. We're not gonna get into specifics, but there will be consequences. So no fucking around. That's Maria. That's Maria talking. Yeah, no interferences. There must be a winner. We're gonna call this hype. I worded this really odd, but you guys get the idea. Everyone's banned. There can be no interference. All right, so that's that. Let's see what tournament matches we've got lined up. All right, A block, FTR versus the Kingdom. That should be a fun one. You got two heel teams who can both go, and they can both kind of be goofy when they need to. I feel like nowadays a lot of people not fans of FTR, but I still like them. Do I need to hear them cut long-winded promos? Not really, but I enjoy their matches. All right, FTR versus the Kingdom. This has got storytelling written all over it. Let's bust out my notes. My notes that you guys cannot see. All right, and just as I suspected, FTR going over. Let's give the win to Dax. And of course, this is a heel versus heel, so of course it's going to be a tainted finish. Okay. All right, let's see what else we've got. Briscoes versus Latin Mafia. That is another or it's not as big as Bryan Danielson versus Kenny Omega, obviously, but relative to the tag league and the B block specifically, it kind of a big match. Jay and Mark Briscoe will be taking on Ortiz and Black Taurus. I think this should just be a steal the show match. Yeah, we'll give them 13. All right, let's bust out the handy dandy notes. All right, and don't call it an upset. We are going to have Latin Mafia steal the win, presumably, over the Briscoe brothers. So yeah, I would imagine the Briscoe brothers are. Oh, well, actually, I was gonna say I would think they would be the favorites in their block, but you've also got the Motor City Machine Guns, right? But anyways, Latin Mafia getting the win here. Actually, can we look at our bracket? Oh, okay, so this would give them 4 points, and the Briscoes are already at 4. Okay. All right, so we've got some good stuff on this card. This is a juicy episode so far. Hannah Kimura is going to be facing. Well, they're going to be facing Awesome Kong on Dynamite. I don't know if I should have him cut a promo on Collision or just wait till Dynamite. I think we'll just wait till Dynamite. All right, so what else are we doing on this episode? Oh, right, we're teasing Mox versus Penta. Yes. Also, Eddie Kingston had his arm broken, so yeah, he's kind of laying low for now. How about we have John Moxley and Fergal kill some guys? Right. They can take on. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, we'll have them take on Hijo del Fantasma and Laredo Kid. Kind of a weird match, but it should be pretty good. And here we'll even have Galeno Del Mal come with them. For added intrigue. All right, Fergal, Mox, Hijo del Fantasma, Laredo Kid. This should be a shorter match, so we'll do 10 minutes. John Moxley gonna get the win. We're just gonna do straight up clean win. Even though he's a heel, we're just gonna have him straight up win. Galeno Del Mal at ringside, but he's not even gonna do anything. He's just there. All right. Right, let's do. Yeah, we really need to set up Mox versus Penta, so let's just have him call out Latin Mafia. call it storyline development. And yeah, Mox is pissed at Latin Mafia because in his mind, he's like, I was going to beat Eddie Kingston yet again. I was going to beat him again, and you guys fucked it up. So now I'm pissed at you guys, and specifically, he wants Penta. So we'll do Eddie Kingston off screen, Penta off screen, Andrade off screen. And you know what? Here, we're going to do this. We're going to do 3 minutes, copy, new part. This part will be ATs. Yeah, we're going to have Latin Mafia come out and respond. So Andrade is basically going to come out and do the whole heel shtick about how, we warned you not to mess with us, but you wouldn't listen. So we had to send a clearer message, blah, blah, blah. And John Moxley's going to be like, yeah, all that's bullshit. Why don't you come down here and fight me? And basically, I imagine Andrade and Selena and the rest of them, they're all kind of ready to just be like, we're not going to fight you right now. But Penta is evil and possessed. So he's going to be doing that little walk that he does. I think in WWE they call it the Penta walk. I'm pretty sure they do. So he's going to be doing that to the ring in a real possessed, spooky manner. Even though Latin Mafia is kind of telling him, hey, get back here. No, don't go. They're trying to stop him. So yeah, Penta's down. He's down to throw down with John Moxley. But Andrade, he doesn't want it to happen just yet. And Ortiz and Black Taurus will be here because their match is next. All right, we got a bunch of tag matches on the show. Only 33 more minutes. Let's do, where are we at in the women's storyline? All right, Hannah versus Kong is official. Before that, we had Trish talking to Bianca. Or how about we just give Bianca Belair a match? And then maybe do a promo with Trish? I know, these are groundbreaking ideas that I've never done before. Let's see, I'm certain I've done this match before, but how recently? We did it last May. All right, so we can definitely run this back. All right, Bianca Belair, winner. Clean win. We'll actually leave it at 12. Let's have Trish at ringside, of course. Or maybe they should go here. Okay. Or how about we just do a backstage segment with Bianca and Trish again, even though we've just been kind of spamming that this whole time. But that's that's storytelling for you in wrestling. We're just spamming them talking to each other. Or here, actually, how about this? Remove Trish Stratus, Bianca Belair, is talking to Renee Paquette, and we're just gonna do Trish Stratus off screen. So instead of having her talking to Bianca this time, we're gonna have Renee be like, in recent weeks we've seen you with Trish Stratus multiple times, and it seems that she's telling you that you should be on top of the women's division. What are your thoughts on that? And Bianca Belair is kind of, she's kind of gonna think about it for a second, and she's gonna say, well, of course I should be on top of this division. She's right. I, I should be the women's champion. I should be, you know. And Renee Paquette is like, we've seen in the past though, you faced Hannah Kimura and she was victorious the last time you wrestled each other. Do you have plans on challenging her for the championship? And Bianca Belair is gonna kind of rub her hands together like like Birdman. I hope people get that reference. She's gonna do the Birdman rubbing her hand things together, and she's just gonna leave. She's not gonna answer the question. Yeah, we're gonna call this a tease. So yeah, she's not heel yet. She's teasing it. She's not gonna come out and outright say like, yeah, I want a title shot. I'm gonna beat Hannah Kimura for the belt, but it's coming. No, actually, we'll call this foreshadow. All right, we need 16 more minutes, so let's do some more promos. 4 minutes backstage. Hype. Bryan Danielson promo. All right, so this is just going to be Bryan Danielson by himself backstage cutting a hype promo about the match he's about to have. And we're just going to add these guys in for the sake of the storyline. So yeah, Bryan Danielson. He's a big nerd. He wants to have a match rated over 5 stars by Dave Meltzer. So he's really hyped that he's wrestling Kenny Omega. He's like, if Kenny and Okada can have a 6-star match, well, think of what me and him can do. Let's do one of those for Kenny Omega too. Right, so Kenny Omega backstage, Denise Salcedo. Bryan Danielson off screen. Don Callis off screen. Swerve off screen. CM Punk off screen. All right, Kenny Omega. He's also excited for the match, and he's kind of like may the best man win. But also, fuck Don Callis, fuck the Don Callis family, fuck Swerve, fuck CM Punk. Kenny Omega taking his shots at them. We'll have this come after the Maria announcement, so that way, here we'll have this come after the first match, so that way he can reference it and be like, I'm glad everybody's banned from ringside. to a 6-minute backstage promo, storyline development. This is going to be Don Callis, CM Punk, and Swerve Strickland. We're just going to have CM Punk talk. He's the most over. I think this should go well. I hope I'm right. All right, yeah, serious 6-minute CM Punk promo. He's talking about how he's known Bryan Danielson for so long and how he's been watching Kenny Omega for a long time. And, you know, he knows that he's better than them. He's already proven that he's better than Kenny Omega. So, you know, they can have their little match and they can go jerk themselves off and beg Dave Meltzer for star ratings and all that, because he knows at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, him, Don Callis, and Swerve Strickland, they're gonna come out on top. You know, they've been in this business for a long time and they know what they're doing. Yeah, CM Punk pipe bomb promo. I hate how anytime he cuts a serious promo, they're like, "Oh, it's a pipe bomb." It's like, all right, just because they said that once, we don't have to keep using that term for all of his promos. We'll have this be here. We only need 3 more minutes. Okay. We haven't done anything with Adam Page or Cody Rhodes. And I believe Kenta Miyahara is still hurt, actually. Oh, and you know what? We need to book an AJ Styles promo. He needs to be pissed about Will Ospreay. Yeah, so it's gonna be an AJ Styles promo where he talks about Walter. You know, Walter, you went way too far. You know, I could understand doing what you got to do to win a match, but trying to break a young man's neck after the match is over. You know, doctors are saying that, you know, he may never be the same ever again. You know, he's lucky that his neck wasn't fully broken, but for sure, he's going to be feeling the effects of what you did to him for years to come. What do we call this character? Also, yeah, meanwhile, Will Ospreay is main eventing New Japan shows, but don't talk about that. All right, so AJ Styles is very upset about what happened to Will Ospreay. He's coming after Walter. All right, now we're at 115 already. We don't have a wild brawl. Damn, this could. We've got Mox and Fergal who can brawl, but then we got them against 2 luchadors. No, this is steal the show already. We might have to find. Oh well, Kimberly can brawl actually. Oh. Well, all right then. This is a wild brawl. All right. All right, let's do this. Let's do a 4-minute backstage segment. Cody Rhodes and MJF. Randy B in the background. Tom Lawler. Jonah. All right, and yeah, so last week, well, I don't think it was on Dynamite, but maybe on Collision, we had MJF and Tom Lawler beat Evil Uno and Stu Grayson, and then Adam Page cut a promo on Dynamite, and Brody Lee appeared and spoke, and Cody Rhodes was kind of unimpressed by it, or trying to kind of just trying to blow it off, like, yeah, whatever, he's the exalted one, big whoop. So this is kind of more of that, where it's MJF, like, these clowns think that it's Halloween every day of the year, and they want to go around in their little costumes trying to be spooky. And, to hell with all that. Cody Rhodes is the world champion. And whether it's Adam Page or Ultraman Black or Brody Lee who faces him, the result is going to be the same. Cody Rhodes is going to come out on top. How do you spell supposedly? I don't know. Here, I'm just gonna erase that. I'm not confident in that. Actually, here, we're gonna put this. Oh yeah, we'll leave it there. And I think we have 4 more minutes, so we're gonna do a backstage promo. Call this surprise. Adam Page is going to be backstage talking to Brody Lee. And we're gonna have the entire Dark Order be here. Right. I think this is all of them. All right, yeah. So last week we had Adam Page cutting a promo where Brody Lee was kind of questioning him, saying, like, do you say that the AEW fans deserve this champion who is pure of heart and who represents them, but do you truly believe that that's you? So we're gonna have Adam Page follow that up and basically go directly to the Dark Order and say, look, whether you guys believe in me or not, I believe in me. I think that I am the man who should be the AEW World Champion. And I believe in myself, and I believe in the audience. I believe in every wrestler in this locker room, and I believe in you, Brody Lee. I believe in you, Uno. He believes. There is a lot of promo on this show. All right, but yeah, that's gonna do it. 123 minutes, 71%. We've got a major main event: Bryan Danielson versus Kenny Omega. Oh, actually, I think I want to do some post-match stuff. Yeah, I almost forgot about that. Because, we can't just have the match end and that be it, right? Right? We can't just have the match end. All right, we might need to cut some stuff. But yeah, let's just book this angle. All right, after the match, Bryan Danielson is victorious. Him and Kenny Omega are both working the crowd. Maybe they slowly get up to their feet, and Kenny Omega seems a little dejected that he lost the match. But then Bryan Danielson goes up to him, kind of grabs him by the shoulder and makes him face him, like forcefully. And then, he sticks out his hand. Kenny Omega looks at it for a second. They handshake. The crowd starts applauding them. CM Punk was on commentary, so we're going to have him be in the background. All right, who could have possibly seen this coming? They're going to be attacked. And we're going to have them be attacked by Joe Doring, Brian Cage, and Moose. And we're going to have Don Callis in the background, slowly making his way to the ring as these guys are being jumped. And of course, he's got Swerve Strickland with him. CM Punk is already there. So these guys getting attacked after everything. And actually, you know what? Here, we're gonna have Don Callis cutting a promo during this part. Or actually, no, not Don. We're gonna have Swerve Strickland cutting a promo during this part. All right, and then we're going to end the show on Swerve Strickland hitting a big swerve stomp on Bryan Danielson, so maybe like onto the championship or something. And CM Punk is going to hit the go to sleep on Kenny Omega after he's been beaten up by all these guys. So yeah, Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega just kind of getting jumped after they wrestled for 30 minutes. Here, we'll have Don Callis speaking during this too. And we'll have this be 3 minutes. All right, I hope this goes well. I don't want to do a 4th part. It looks like we only have likelies, so we're just gonna raw dog it, and we're gonna hope this does well. I need to cut 4 minutes. Let's see. Cut 2 from the opener. We'll cut 2 from this. All right, there we go. Exactly 125 minutes, making use of all of our time. All right, I'm predicting. I mean, there's no way this match doesn't get like in the 90s, right? There's no way. It's, I shouldn't say that. I feel like now that I've said that, I've jinxed it, and the match is gonna get an 80. I don't know. I'm gonna guess that this show gets like an 80, um, an 86. I think an 86 is fair. We've got a lot of promos on here, so that can kind of go either way, I feel like. But in terms of matches, this show's pretty stacked, actually. So yeah, 86. Let's see. Our opening match, storytelling. FTR versus the Kingdom. This is a block match in the All Elite Tag League. And FTR get the win after cheating. And the match gets to 69. Okay. Decent opener. All right, let us continue. All right, after that match, we go straight into a backstage segment. We see Maria, Tony Khan, and Renee Paquette all backstage, and Maria announces that all interference is barred from the main event. Anyone who interferes will face serious repercussions. Yeah, don't interfere or else. All right, 75. Damn, the 6-minute Bryan CM Punk promo only got a 68. It's a little underwhelming. A little underwhelming, I must say. Yeah, here's CM Punk, just kind of cutting a promo about how much Bryan Danielson and or how much better he is than Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega. Ooh, okay, the crowd not excited about Bianca Belair's heel turn. Well, you know what? You're getting it anyways because that's what's happening. All right, this match does pretty well. It gets to 75. And again, people not excited about the heel turn. Oh boy. All right, backstage, we've got Adam Page confronting the Dark Order head on. Oh, I didn't even put I didn't even put Cody Rhodes off screen or anything in this promo, so it didn't affect the storyline. But either way, 75 promo is pretty decent. Pretty decent. But yeah, Adam Page basically telling them, like, you know, whether you guys believe in me or not, I believe in me, and that's what matters. And I believe in the AEW audience and the fans, and I know they believe in me, etc., etc. He believes. Parappa the Rappa over here. All right, AJ Styles, his cutting an angry promo about how he can't believe what Walter did to Will Ospreay. Only a 62. All right, an average promo. Uh-oh. All right, this Kenny Omega promo hyping up the main event only gets a 58. All right, I hope that's not a sign of things to come. Yeah, I hope it's not a sign of things to come. Kenny Omega's always kind of hit or miss in promos, though, so I shouldn't be too worried. All right, Jon Moxley and Fergal Devitt taking on El Hijo del Fantasma and Laredo Kid. Gets a 70. Everyone did surprisingly well in this match. Laredo Kid got a 76. Damn. So yeah, this was just kind of a random match to put over the Jon Moxley specifically, I would say. More so. But yeah, it did pretty well. Ooh, and then this segment afterwards did really well. 91. Damn. All right, people are excited about a potential Jon Moxley Penta match. All right, and then we go straight into B-Lock action. The Briscoe brothers take on Latin Mafia, and Latin Mafia managed to steal the win from the block favorites. The match got an 80. All right, really good. Ortiz got a 91. God damn. All right, we get a backstage promo in the locker room. We've got Cody Rhodes and MJF. And they're basically just kind of burying the Dark Order and Adam Page. I was gonna say Adam Page. I was trying to say Adam and Hangman at the same time. But yeah, these guys kind of trying to act as though they're not worried about Adam Page in the Dark Order. Gets a 78. All right, Bryan Danielson promo before the main event. Much better than Kenny Omega's. Gets an 80. And all right, fingers crossed that this main event does really well. I really want this main event to hit. I believe in Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega. I believe. Let's see. 70? What? 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 How? Dude, we got fucking scammed. We got scammed so incredibly hard. I don't get this. Wrestling rating 98. Kenny Omega got 100 in this match. Bryan Danielson got a 95. The creative finish was a failure. Of course it was. Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega have great chemistry. Ian Riccaboni and CM Punk are an awkward pairing together. Okay. How did this get a 70? For an odd face heel combination? What? What? The crowd was too into it? Dude, we got all these penalties on this match. Apparently, the fact that they're both baby faces gave us a penalty, which is kind of crazy. Dude, this is bullshit, man. We got scammed. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. We got scammed. All right, and then the segment after with these guys getting beaten up by the Jim Ross Corporation for some reason gets a 76. We're gonna have Don Callis later cut a promo explaining that he cut a deal with Jim Ross. But yeah, we didn't do that on the show. All right, an 82. Yeah, we got totally scammed with that main event. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. All the pieces were in place. Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson both worked their asses off, and we got scammed. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I'm really sad about this. All right, we made money. All right, only a couple of popularity changes. Hey, let's look at Kenny Omega's popularity real quick also, because we didn't even have to ask him to fight over Bryan Danielson. He just agreed. All right, it seems like he didn't really lose anything, so that's good. Bryan Danielson seemingly went up a bit, like about a point or two. All right, that's good. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't one of those situations where Kenny Omega loses 5 points of popularity for losing a match. All right, well, that was Collision. Let's see how Raw did. Raw got an 81, so we just barely outdid Raw with fucking Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega in the main event. That's insane. That's unbelievable. Yeah, I need to. All right, I'm gonna. Oh, who's WWE offering a contract to? Jessamine Duke. I don't care about her. All right, I need to take my break down because I can't believe we got so scammed. So when I come back, we're gonna do some Dynamite. I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you're watching on YouTube, please like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. All right, I'm gonna be back in just a moment. Okay, we're back. We're back. It's time for some more AEW action, so let's proceed. Dude, I still can't believe it, man. I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken. I booked Bryan Danielson versus Kenny Omega and I got a 7. I can't believe it. Okay, is it gonna keep doing this? Because I'm not a fan of this. All right, let's see what's going on. Risa Sarah had a baby. Okay, congrats. Julia relocating to the Southwest. Hey, we signed Zachary Wentz. I'm gonna make you a babyface and send you to ROH. Congrats. Maybe they can go after the trios titles there. All right. Let's get on to the show. And we'll just stay in the Southeast. So, oh wait, no. Where were we last? I think it was the Southwest. Yeah, we're gonna stay in the Southwest. Last time we did Southern California. Let's go to Las Vegas, Nevada. All right, I would like an angle idea, please. Oh, near certainty. Let's go. All right, I would like a creative finish. Oh, near certainty for Bryan Danielson. Where was this last time? All right, one more. Likely. Okay. Oh, Penta and Bryan Danielson getting along really well. All right. I like how Penta in storyline is like evil and possessed, but then backstage he's just a dude. He's on the booking team. Great RJ City character idea. Kagetsu passing on psychology tips to Hazuki. Mia Yim brightening the mood backstage, drawing funny cartoon drawings of her colleagues. That's fun. All right, here's some training. All right, big main events. Maybe this can do better than the 70. Hana Kimura, Women's Championship match, defending against Awesome Kong. Let's have Sarah Del Rey agent it. Aubrey Edwards referee. We're not gonna put CM Punk on commentary for this. Can we do a 16-minute match with these two? I want Hana Kimura to just get a clean win. Straight up, clean win. Let's do... Well, we don't have to do Stokely at ringside because they're already managing. Oh, damn. Do I want to waste this near certainty on this match or should I save it for the pay-per-view? I think we're just gonna use it and hope hope we get one to replace it, because I would like this match to do well. You know, Hana Kimura is the champion. She's over, but she could be more over. She could be more over. Okay. I think it has to be at least 15. All right. All right, so that's probably the main event. Let's see what tournament matches we have. All right, we got Death Riders versus Motor City Machine Guns. That's gonna be good. All right, so that's Pac and Shingo versus Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. Oh my god, this is a match straight out of Dragon Gate. All right, I'm looking at the notes. I swear, I'm gonna try to remember to screenshot this and put it into the video when we're doing the finals. I feel like I keep referencing it. I would like you guys to see it. All right, Mercy Machine Gun. All right, so for this match, we're gonna have the Death Riders score a big win over the Motor City Machine Guns. We're gonna do a flash pinfall open match. Let's do steal the show. So, you know, even though Pac and Shingo, of course, you know, they're two like veteran wrestlers. They've been on the roster for a long time. I would still call this an upset, just because, you know, they're not as regular of a tag team as the Motor City Machine Guns are. But you know, it goes to show you gotta focus for all your matches. You can never let up in a tournament like this. All right, at 15 minutes, big win. Death Riders get the dub. No titles on the line. Don't know why I checked. Oh, you know, I forgot to do this for the last show over here. All right, up next we got Jonathan and Joshua, the Fatus versus Bobito Cavernario and Volador Jr. What the hell kind of match would this be? It would probably be like a meme match. Like at some point in the match, they would start dancing or something. I don't know. Let's have this be our storytelling match, I think. Yeah. All right, and unfortunately for all the Bobito Cavernario fans out there, we're gonna put over the Usos. Or the Fatus, I mean. In this meme tag match. Okay, and last tag match. We've got Beer Money versus SCU. That's definitely going to be the opener. Not not as big as the other matches. All right, we got Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian taking on James Storm and Bobby Roode. All right, one for the TNA fans out there. Oh wait, and let's make sure who wins this. All right, SCU. We still need a Wild Brawl show. Gotta remember that. All right, yeah. Every time I look at the my notes, it like freezes the stream manager since I'm on mobile, so I have to like exit it and go back in. It's very annoying. But I do what I have to do. All right, we need a Wild Brawl. Let's see what we can do. I kind of want to book Adam Page in a match, but you know, well, let's see. Who can anyone in the Dark Order brawl? And has he who did he wrestle? He wrestled Evil Uno. Okay, that probably was a dark brawl too. A dark brawl. That was probably a wild brawl too. Can Tracy Williams brawl? Kind of. All right, yeah. Let's do Adam Page versus Tracy Williams. 10-minute wild brawl. Let's do an angle after that. In ring, Adam Page working the crowd. Tracy Williams working the crowd. Rare Tracy Williams angle into appearance. All right, so we're just gonna call this hype. So yeah, basically the angle is that after the match, Adam Page will be there. He'll have Ultramantis Black in the background. Evil Uno, Stu Grayson. All right, so after the match, Adam Page, he's won. As Tracy Williams is like picking himself up off the mat, Adam Page is gonna offer him his hand, and he's gonna, pull him up to his feet and give him a pat on the shoulder, like, "Hey man, good job, good match, buddy." The crowd's gonna see, like, he's a good guy. He's what a champion should be. He's a sportsman. He's a gentleman. And then this good moment is going to be ruined. I'm like semi making this up on the fly, but also kind of thought to do this angle before anyways, but not at this very moment. But yeah, we're doing it. But oh no, Adam Page is attacked. And also, outside of the ring, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson are taken out. And the attackers are none other than MJF, Jonah Rock, and Tom Lawler. Tracy Williams just be in the background. We'll say he got thrown out of the ring, and he's just laying on the ground selling. He's just out of the picture. All right, yeah. So after Adam Page showing respect to his opponent, he's attacked by MJF and his goons, Tom Lawler and Jonah Rock. Actually, let's make this 2 minutes. Foreshadowing. Okay. All right, so at this moment, Cody Rhodes is going to make his way down to the ring, cutting a promo. Basically just kind of telling Adam Page, like, Adam Page, we've gone over this time and time again, and I've told you, I don't care what you think. I don't care what these fans think about me and my reign as champion. I am the world champion, and I'm going to remain the world champion, Adam Page. Get that through your thick skull. I don't care if the Dark Order has anything to say about it or blah, blah, blah. Yeah, basically he's cutting a promo on him. Here, let's make this 3 minutes just because it's Cody, so we'll give him a little bit more time to talk. All right, and then we're going to do a final part. Serious. Adam Page, he's already been attacked, so he's like already hurt. But yeah, after cutting this scathing promo against him, Cody Rhodes, MJF's gonna hand him a chair, and Cody Rhodes is just gonna fucking blast him in the head. Just unprotected chair shot, Attitude Era style. Think like Stone Cold Steve Austin blasting Kane. Doesn't get his hands up in time. He's just gonna brand him. So yeah, that's why this is serious, because the crowd's gonna be like, oh my god, oh, he really hit him. And that's how we end this angle. Oh yeah, so Cody Rhodes trying to take him out before the pay-per-view. We're gonna open the show with the meme match. All right, we need to book some more promos, and then we'll figure out where everything goes. Yeah, let's do a 6-minute backstage John Moxley promo. Well, actually, yeah, what did he... Right, last time we had him call out Latin Mafia and say he wants a match with Penta. Okay. So yeah, we'll just have them both cut backstage promos on this show. Maybe not 6. Let's do like 4. And this promo, basically, John Moxley is going to appeal directly to Penta and say, like, it seems like Pentagon, or excuse me, Penta, whatever we're calling him these days, it seems like he wants to have a go at me. It seems like he's man enough to take me on. But what? Like, you need permission from your owner, your daddy, Andrade? Come on, Penta. So he's calling out Penta first thing. And actually, oh wait, you know what? Scrap this. All right, we're changing the promo. We're opening with Rey Fenix talking to Melissa Santos. and Penta comes out. All right, and then we're gonna do a second part where John Moxley and Virgil Devitt show up, and basically we're gonna have John Moxley talking to Ray Phoenix now, telling him like, "Look, I know this is your brother, and I know that you've had your own issues with Latin Mafia, but I'm telling you straight up, I'm going to face him one on one. It's going to happen." And what I can't be responsible for what I do. And Phoenix is basically gonna be like, "Yeah, okay, look, right now I don't know where my brother is, but that's not my brother. So you do what you gotta do." All right, so we're playing it this way now. Also, I want the Moxley Ray Phoenix interaction because I'm planning on having both of them in the whatever the War Games, Blood and Guts, whatever we're doing. Okay. Here, we'll do this here actually. Should we have Oh well, the Death Riders are winning this match, right? Okay. Never mind what I was about to say. We should definitely do a Hana Kimura promo. We've got to try, right? We've got to try. Hype. Hana Kimura. Renee Pickett. Hana Kimura is gonna cut this promo and she's gonna say, "I've beaten you once, Awesome Kong. Even though you said all these things, you said I couldn't do it. I did, and I'm gonna do it again. And I'm going to prove that I deserve to be the women's champion. I earned it. Near certainty. We're using it." All right, we'll just have this be in the middle of the show, though. It's obviously a Mox promo. I was gonna do better than a Hana Kimura promo. Right. Oh right, Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega also got. Man, I booked the same things over and over. Everybody's getting jumped. Everybody's thinks they deserve a title shot. I've got no original ideas here, but yeah, Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega got jumped. So one of them at least should cut a promo about it, or we should follow it up somehow. Maybe we just follow it up with Don Cal with the like Swerve and CM Punk and Don Callis. Let's do that. Here, we'll give them a 6-minute in-ring promo. We're just gonna make this all one part, and we're gonna let all three of them talk.
This is a stupid dope mix.
And here, we're gonna have Brian Cage in the background, Joe Doring, Moose, Ricky Starks can be there. Oh, we're gonna do Jim Ross off screen because this is going to be the promo where Don Callis mentions that he's come to a business agreement with Jim Ross, you know, to use his impressive roster that he's assembled. All right, then of course Bryan Danielson, Kenny Omega off screen. Oh yeah, so we're setting up both of these matches for the pay-per-view. Definitely. Also, before the pay-per-view, I 100% want to do Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega versus Swerve and CM Punk as a tag match. I would really like Swerve Strickland to be the one to win that match going into the pay-per-view. But I don't know if Bryan Danielson will put him over. I should just ask actually right now. Like, we're not booking that on this show, but we will be booking it within the month. So let's see. You know, if not, we can always just have CM Punk get the win, but you know, it's not as fun as Swerve. Oh, come on. Come on. Nobody wants to put over Swerve. It's so sad. What about Kenny? Kenny's gonna say no. He's a major star. Man, neither of them want to put him over. All right, well, we're gonna do the match anyways. I guess we'll have CM Punk win, which is not as fun. All right, anyways, back to this promo. Let's do. Should probably do something with Danielson and Kenny. Is Kento Miyahara still hurt? Maybe not. Oh no, he's still injured. Damn. All right. Oh yeah, I just wanted to check that because we definitely have to build up his match for the pay-per-view also, but I'm gonna wait until he's recovered. We can literally build it up the week before the pay-per-view, honestly, so it's fine. 6 minutes backstage. We're gonna call this serious. Bryan Danielson promo. We're just gonna have Bryan Danielson by himself, actually, and we're gonna have him talking about CM Punk, Kenny Omega, Swerve, also we can say that in that promo, Swerve actually said that he wants another shot at Bryan Danielson. And if he doesn't get one, then they'll just have to take him out for good. And Bryan Danielson's going to respond to that and say, like, all right, you want another spot, another shot at this title? Well, you know what? I want another shot at you, Swerve. You think I'm going to be intimidated because you can jump us from behind? Wait until it's me and you in the ring and nobody else. And you're not going to have any help. And I'm going to relish every moment of bringing you pain, Swerve. You think you can do these things, Swerve, but you can't. Our 6 minutes might be a bit much for that, but we'll leave it for now. Let's do a Latin Mafia promo. All right, so here's Andrade El Idolo with Selena, who I need to change her picture. I saw that I think it automatically changed and now she's got blue hair and I'm like, that doesn't fit the vibe. That doesn't fit the vibe of the group, Selena. You can't just go and dye your hair bright blue. Ortiz, Horus. We're gonna have all of them here actually. Yeah, I feel like it's been a while since we've done a promo of all of them. Is this it? I know I'm obviously Santana's not here because he's injured. Oh, and Flamita. Actually, we're gonna shorten this to 3. Right, and Andrade can basically just cut a promo on, John Moxley and Eddie Kingston and Ray Phoenix. They have all chosen to make Latin Mafia their enemies. We did not choose this path for them. They chose it. But nonetheless, they must face the consequences of their actions, and they must be reminded time and time again. I forget who else I want to put in that match. Oh, I think it's just Pac and Shingo, actually. Right. Let's look at the tournament brackets. Do we want one of the teams to cut a promo? I feel like the Young Bucks have already cut a promo during the tournament. They can cut another one, but oh well, we're kind of building up to them versus the Fatus. Spoilers. So we could tease that more. The Briscoe brothers lost to Death Riders. They can cut a promo maybe. Let's give the Briscoe brothers a promo. Are they wrestling on the show? I don't think so. No. All right, we'll give them a promo. And yeah, we'll probably do something with the Fatus and the Young Bucks. All right, the Briscoe brothers. They're gonna cut a promo about how, of course, they wanted to go undefeated the whole tournament, but they lost to the Death Riders. But that's okay because sometimes it's not about whether you're getting knocked down; it's about getting back up. And the Briscoe brothers, yeah, I cut the same promo for everyone, man. I'm such a hack. All right, we're gonna do Pac and Shingo off screen. And we'll do I'm trying to remember what other teams they haven't faced. It's like the Motor City Machine Guns, and I feel like there's one more I'm forgetting. I don't know. We'll do Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin off screen. All right, they're down, but they're not out. All right, we might put this before the main event. Whatever. We're gonna run back basically the same angle we did before with the Fatus and the Young Bucks, where they're gonna, after the Fatus have wrestled their match and they're heading backstage, they're gonna run into the Young Bucks again. So yeah, we're really teasing this match. Which one? I can never remember which one of them is better on the mic. I think they both have mic skills, but one of them. Okay, it's Joshua, aka Jay. All right, so we'll let Joshua talk. Right. And we'll have Renee Paquette be there too, and kind of in between them. We can say like she was about to interview the Fatus, and then the Young Bucks kind of stroll up clapping like, "Oh, congratulations on winning your match." That whole angle. Actually, yeah, the Young Bucks' next two matches are against the Fatus and FTR. Yeah, so we're getting down to the nitty gritty. The Young Bucks and Fatus is happening on Collision. Oh shit! All right, hold up, we're changing this. All right, yeah, so we went from teasing it to actually this is happening in like less than a week. All right, we're still gonna leave it as a tease though. Still 6 more minutes. This card feels pretty stacked already, but I guess none of the matches are that long. Kento Miyahara is still injured. Oh, we should have Walter cut a promo. Actually, he should respond to AJ. Yeah, we can give him all 6 of those minutes. All right, so we've got Walter backstage with Denise Salcido. And we can't do Will Ospreay off screen because he's not here. So we'll just do AJ. And basically he's just telling AJ, like, you know, look, I don't give a fuck about Will Ospreay. I don't care how his neck is doing. I don't care if he wrestles again. I don't care if he walks again. All I care about is sending messages to the entire locker room and letting everybody know, etc., etc. Yeah, we're just very obviously building to this match. Where should this go? I'll put it here because this is a in-ring segment, and then this will be backstage. Oh yeah, so Adam Page getting brained is like kind of in like the middle of the show. That's so funny. All right, there we go. 1:15, 64 minutes. We've got 10 minutes left if we want to, but if we want to use them, I don't think that we, I think this show looks pretty booked. I don't think it's missing anything. I guess Kenny Omega isn't cutting a promo, but is that a bad thing? Is that a bad thing? So yeah, we're gonna leave this show as is. Um, what did we get last time? An 82, right? We got super scammed in the main event. I don't know. I hope this main event does better than a 70, and I hope we do better than an 82. So I'm guessing an 84. That's my official prediction. Let's go. All right, the meme match between the Vatus, Barbaro Cavernario, and Volador Jr. gets a 76. Barbaro Cavernario got pinned. Boo. All right, good match though. All right. Afterwards, the Fatus run into the Young Bucks backstage. We're teasing that they're gonna face each other on Collision. This gets a 66. Okay. All right. Now Don Callis comes to the ring, flanked by his crew of men, and cuts a very long promo. CM Punk also speaks as the Swerve, and this gets a 72. So yeah, a lot of plot advancement here. Well, not really. Don Callis is calling for Swerve versus Bryan Danielson. We don't get the official confirmation until later in the show. But he does announce that the Jim Ross Corporation essentially is a part of the Don Callis family. Yeah, 72. Oh shit, man. This last minute Walter promo got a 90. Damn. Well, that's great actually, because it'll definitely boost the storyline. So yeah, I'm happy about that. And I mean, we booked Walter versus AJ Styles before, and it did really well, so I'm not worried about that match at all. All right, now in a wild brawl, we have Adam Page taking on Dark Order member Tracy Williams and defeats him in a match against an 80. Solid work. Solid work. And all right, we have a pretty convoluted angle afterwards. Adam Page and the Dark Order are attacked by MJF and his boys. Cody Rhodes comes out, cuts a promo on Adam Page and the Dark Order, and then he fucking brains Adam Page with a chair. And this got a 76. All right. Pretty okay. Yeah, things are heating up in the world title storyline. All right, here we get a classic passionate promo from Bryan Danielson. And now things are personal between him and Swerve. So he's like, all right, you want another shot at me? Let's do it on pay-per-view. Let's do it at Revolution. I can't wait to get my hands on you again, punk. 89. All right, we got the TNA tribute match. SCU taking on Beer Money. Gets a 79. Great match. Even James Storm couldn't bring this one down. All right, but yeah, the SCU pick up 2 points in the B block. All right, let's move on. All right, we got a Briscoe Brothers promo. They took a loss against Pac and Shingo, but they're not going to lose focus. They're not going to whine and complain. They're going to get right back to work. And yeah, they know up next, or not exactly up next, but they know they've got the Motor City Machine Guns waiting for them in the future, and one other team that I can't remember right now. They're coming full throttle, baby. Latin Mafia promo gets a 75. I need to change this picture back. Let's do that. I'm gonna forget. Doesn't fit the vibe, Selena. Please. You can't just have bright blue hair in this serious group. We'll go back to this. All right. Big match. Amazingly, this isn't the main event. It probably should have been, but the Death Riders get a big win over the Motor City Machine Guns. The match got an 80. Pac got a 93. Goddamn, Pac was working. Actually, let's take a look at the tournament block. So this puts Death Riders at 4 points. Motor City Machine Guns have 6 already. All right, yeah. Pivotal win for Pac and Shingo if they want to keep themselves alive in the tournament. All right, here we've got Jon Moxley and Ray Phoenix backstage cutting a promo. I feel like Ray Phoenix probably brought this down, unfortunately, but a 73 is not terrible. But yeah, we're teasing Jon Moxley versus Penta. All right, the Hana Kimura promo before the main event gets a 61. At least the angle idea was a success. Let's see how this match goes. Hana Kimura, Awesome Kong Part 3. Oh, an 81. Hell yeah. All right, Hana Kimura successfully defends her AEW Women's Championship for the first time. Yeah, I'm very pleased with this. Even though neither like the wrestling rating and the crowd rating do not add up, the creative finish definitely did some heavy lifting. But yeah, I'm glad this match went well. I'm really glad. I hope Hana Kimura gains more popularity from this. Oh, an 88. All right, we're back. We're back. Yeah, see, when we don't get scammed on the main event, yeah, we're in the high 80s. We're hitting that shit. And we made $2 million. We gained popularity outside the US. All right. Kenzo Miyahara's kidney is feeling better. That's great. What does sign of the times mean? Oh, all right. I don't care about this. Oh, 10 million viewers. Jeez. This is interesting. Jonathan Moxley seems to be click building, having forged alliances between Jonathan Fatu and Renee Paquette. All right, yeah, he's allowed to be friends with Jonathan Fatu and his wife. Yes. Okay. I don't think I've ever got that message before. Click building. Oh, and here's Trey Miguel. All right, get on down to ROH. Let's see how NXT did. We blew them out of the water, man. Although their main event was really good. 89. All right, I think we're gonna advance up to Monday, but I don't know if I have another show in me, honestly. Because I know we're doing tournament matches, but then yeah, I'd have to figure out what else to book, and yeah. I would like to end the stream and get ready to watch Redemption. Oh no, whoa. All right, nobody move. Hey, all right, the game didn't crash. Thank God. Oh, Reina Yamashita sustained the bruised pectoral muscle. All right, that sucks. Xavier Woods. For now, I don't know. I think we're gonna have to send him to ROH for now, because he can definitely. We can definitely use him to manage somebody on the main roster, but I'm not sure of what we're going to do with him just yet. So I think until we figure it out, we'll just send him to ROH. I was toying with the idea of him managing Private Party. I think, you know, they're pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna send him. Oh no, we're actually still waiting on Dez. All right. Let's keep going. Okay. Oh, Kazumiya signed the one night only deal with Forever Pro. Okay, it better be one night only. Can we see what he did? Oh, he retained the international championship against Mike Bailey. That's a cool match. Hell yeah. All right. All right. Well, thank you for not taking the title off of him. All right, let's keep going. We got one more day to get through. All right. Oh man. Herniated spinal disc. Jeez, that's what's this guy's name again? Oh, James Strait. Yeah, that's rough. He's gonna be out for over a year, man. That sucks for him. Oh, Starman about to leave CMLL, my boy. These stats aren't even bad for him being 46. Anyways, let's see. Anything else interesting happening? Oh, Charlie Caruso. Hold on. She's not. She's not that special. Okay, please. All right, there we go. Oh well, damn, she's better than Melissa Santos, straight up. I like Melissa Santos. I like our interview squad though. We've got Melissa Santos, we've got Denise Salcido, and we've got Renee Paquette, and occasionally RJ City. I don't know that we need Charlie Caruso. It's pretty funny though that she's actually better than like all of our interviewers except Renee. I think. Let me see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's better than all of them but Renee. And moreover. All right, but we're gonna pass. That's pretty funny. All right, and this is Desmond Xavier. Oh no, this is pay raise request. Wow. All right, Desmond Xavier's still not here. Yeah, sure thing, buddy. Wheeler main event Yuta, of course. Okay, and here's Zuxus. All right, we're gonna advance this last day, and then I think we're going to call it. I guess technically we did book 4 shows because it was 2 episodes of Dark. So yeah, I'm kind of poop. I'm kind of booked out. Also, I'm kind of hungry. So yeah, I got to start thinking of what I'm gonna eat for dinner. But we've set up a lot of cool stuff for next time. Like we're definitely going to get to Mox versus Penta in the next episode, so that should be good. We're probably gonna get to Danielson and Omega versus Punk and Swerve. So hopefully we don't get scammed on that match. I really hope we don't. Kaylee Ray finally better. Wow, it's been so long since we booked her. It's been so long. Julia for success. Oh, Ice Ribbon. Okay. Yes, Kaylee Ray's back is finally doing better. Hallelujah. All right, here's Desmond Xavier. All right, go to ROH. I'm gonna have to make the Rascals now a thing. Go to child company. Okay. Boom. Desmond Xavier. Zachary Wentz. Trey Miguel. No, not Danielle. It's Trey Miguel. All right, there we go. All right, the Rascals are on ROH now. Should we make them also a tag team? Oh god, there's so many variations. Oh, why are these inactive? All right, there we go. Yeah, and I guess that's gonna do it. Let's take a look at our schedule real quick before we go. All right, so we've got Collision Dynamite. Oh fuck, we're gonna have to book more 2 more weeks of Dark. Oh jeez. Well, all right. Hopefully, in the next stream we can do like Collision Dynamite, Dark, and then maybe Collision, and then on the next stream after that we can do Dynamite Revolution. But yeah, it's looking like we're not gonna get to Revolution till 2 streams from now. So yeah, it feels like we've been building to it forever, and the build continues. All right, but that's gonna do it for this. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, comment if you've got something to say, and you can catch me on Twitch at @EHOLDAMIGO. All right, I will catch you guys next time. Take it easy, everybody. Yeah, I don't know. This is a bad outro. Anyways, take it easy.